Hello, this is example 3. We're going to write an equation of a line that passes through the given points. So in part A, we have the point -3, 5 and the point 0, -1. We're going to start with finding the slope. So we have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So -1 minus 5 over 0 minus 3. That's a -6, and a -6 divided by a +3 is a -2. So our slope is -2. Now we're going to start with y equals mx plus b again. So our slope is replaced with -2, and our x and our y gets replaced with one of those sets of points up there. I'm going to use 0, -1 because those seem like easier numbers to use than -3, 5. But you could use -3, 5 if you wanted to. So the -1 replaces the y, the 0 replaces the x, and now we solve for b. Since -2 times 0 is 0, and 0 plus b is b, our y-intercept, is -1. So our line will cross the x or the y-axis at 0, -1, which makes the y-intercept -1, and our equation then is y equals -2x minus 1. For the second part of this example, we do the same thing. We're going to find the slope and the y-intercept. So we're going to take y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And if you notice up here, -5 minus a -5, well, that's the same as -5 plus 5, which is 0. And 0 divided by 8 is also 0. So our slope is 0. So I replace y with -5, and I replace x with 0. M, the slope, also gets replaced with 0, and 0 times 0 is 0. So b equals -5. That means our y-intercept is -5. So our line is, I could write it as y equals 0x minus 5, but 0x means there's no x there, so we might as well just write it as y equals -5.